Hi, team. I'm Fitz Koehler, your host and race announcer for the Publix Savannah Women's Half Marathon and 5K. And boy, are we excited to see you. We have an incredible weekend coming up. It has been far too flipping wrong. And if you have been part of this race experience for a while, you know that's the truth. We've had delay after delay and cancellation because of the world shutting down. But now we're back. And I think we've just got a few hours perhaps until we kick things off on Friday. So I am going to bring in the woman we have deemed, she's not a small fry. We have in the potato category, we are now branding her as the big baked potato race director of the Publix Savannah Women's Half Marathon and 5K. Here she is, Miss Katelyn Presti.
Hi.
Excited.
Big baked potato.
Yeah, you're no small fry. You are the official baked potato.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Loaded.
Thanks for having me, Fitz.
Of course. I'm so excited for race weekend, and yours is really special. Now, let's get this out up front. This will be your first time directing this particular race.
Right. Yep. My first time being the race director. I've dreamed about this ever since getting in this position. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, it'll be my first time. So.
And then tell us when did you take your role at the Savannah Sports Council?
I was hired on October of 2019.
Perfect timing. So you had the bridge run and then ready for the Savannah Women's Half and then nothing.
Yep. I remember March of 2020. Rob, my boss, we're a very small team, but we watched some others cancel. And then I will always remember this. I asked if we can wait 1 week to just see if it goes away. And you can see what's happened there, but it's not a running joke per se, but it always comes up that's the famous quote. Can we wait 1 week? But
hey, I'm with you. I was begging some of my race directors, please just give it a week or two. Don't cancel. We're healthy. Who in God's earth would cancel healthy outdoors events? And it all fell on deaf ears, but super exciting. And so this is the Publix Savannah Women's Half and 5K. And we like to be clear up front. We love our male participants. We have plenty of men come on out, and that's fantastic. But it is pretty special that we have a lovely lady in charge of this event. You happen to have a lady race announcer. I'm not sure how lovely I am, but you've really added some special touches to this weekend. So I'm excited to talk about it. Folks watching, please use your comment section if you have questions, if you have comments, if you're participating this race weekend, and if there's something you need to know. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to answer all of your questions up front. So you come in full force, ready to take advantage of the entire experience. And also heed this suggestion, please. This woman right here, she likely will not sleep until Sunday. She will not sleep until Sunday. This is the curse of the race director. So use the website. Listen to the show. You'll hear all the answers here, but use the website. Our resources are plentiful, and there's almost no reason to send her an email and say, hey, what time does a race start? Hey, is there a gear check? We're going to talk about that tonight. Let her do whatever work she has to do, putting out fires pre-race so she can sleep. Is that fair to say, Katelyn?
It's a bit accurate. I will answer. You will get an answer. That is something that I personally believe in. I will never dismiss an email. It will always be answered by somebody.
Yeah. But race weekend.
I agree. If we can get all these taken care of now, then you'll be all set for race weekend, because I will be literally running around somewhere.
Absolutely. And use the website. And what's the website address?
It is SavannahWomen'sHalf.com.
Easy enough. Easy enough. Okay, so we're kicking things off on Friday. Oh, no, actually, don't you have a shakeout run on Thursday?
Tomorrow. So we're doing a lot of different things to enhance the running experience this weekend. So tomorrow, at the T-Mobile store, the local one on Broughton Street here in Savannah. There will be a Shakeout Run provided by Fleet Feet Savannah. So if you would like to join them and you're local here, just meet there at 6 o'clock. The run starts at 6:30. But it's just some good community fun, as well as sponsored by T-Mobile. So it's a good initiative there. We're giving away a free 2023 registration there. And then Fleet Feet is giving away a free pair of shoes as well. So we're doing a huge sponsor initiative, partnering with T-Mobile this weekend. So you'll see a lot of different things that we're doing with them to get runners in their store. And there'll be some incentives for them by doing so.
Okay. So, well, two things. I'm a T-Mobile customer. I've had 20 years now.
I'm a T-Mobile person too, but I haven't had a phone since, well, I've had a phone, but I didn't get one until high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still loyal, but not as long.
20 years. I know. And it's funny. I stay for their customer service. It's their reception's fine, but it's the customer service. The T-Mobile people are super nice. So that's
very true. Yeah, very nice. But if you go into their store this weekend, you will sign up for the 2023 women's half and 5K. You will get the lowest prices of all time. Okay. So
I like that when you open up registration before this weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome. And if you guys want to do the Shakeout Run, there's no cost, there's no registration. You can just show up and say, hey, y'all, I'm here. And you don't have to go super fast, and you're more than welcome to go super slow. It's up to you. Your casual Shakeout Run is your pace.
Yep. It's only a couple miles, but you can do what you want. And again, it's just fun to kick off the race weekend. So.
That's right. Right. Okay. So that's first. And then do we have anything going on Thursday?
We do. So Girls on the Run, for anyone who doesn't know, is our official charity. Girls on the Run of coastal Georgia and Low Country. We have worked very hard to get them presents from the beginning of race weekend to the end, to show people what we've really, our charity means a lot to us and we support it full-heartedly. But we want to make those touch points throughout the whole weekend and show you what your donations are going towards. So they are hosting Pink Up the Pace at Fleet Feet Savannah on Thursday at 6:30. So it's just a great kickoff event of anybody's welcome, but there will be refreshments, raffles, highlights of our merchandise that will be available to runners on race weekend. So it's a sneak peek along with your chance to shop a little bit and meet other ambassadors and also girls that have gone through the Girls on the Run program. You'll hear how the program has helped them in their life today. So
wonderful. Yeah. So that's 6:30 on Thursday?
Yep. At Fleet Feet Savannah.
And again, free, and you can go in and enjoy all the amenities for free. And if you want to shop, you can shop too.
Yep.
Fleet Feet never minds if you want to go in and
never mind if you want to pick up your entire swag.
That's right. All the stuff. And then Friday, Expo Day.
Expo is the Fashion Fitness Expo. So super excited. We have great vendors this year, as well as Publix will be there as well. So make sure you stop by them. We're very appreciative of them being our title sponsor. But the whole idea is for you to come in, shop. You'll get your bib at the beginning. You'll get your participant gift, which is a duffel bag this year, if you haven't seen yet. And then you'll walk through and visit all of our local vendors.
So a couple of things. What's the name of the location where the expo is?
It is the Kehoe Ironworks building.
Is that where it's been for the bridge run the past couple of years too?
Yes.
Okay,
yep. So we're the same. Mm-hmm. So if you did the bridge run here in December, it's the exact same venue. Okay. We love it there. It's beautiful. So
yeah, it's really sizey and it's got luxurious amenities outside, very earthy on the outside, fancy on the inside. And then you call it the Fashion Fitness Expo. And I have to say that you guys have some of the greatest gear. So this is one of my favorites from years past, but where so many races are still giving out just the tech tee and that's all they have. You guys go above and beyond. We always have something nice. So what kind of things can we expect as far as fashion goes?
Sure. Well, we have tons of tank tops. We have different hats, ladies trucker hats. We do have those and they're cool. I have one now. I will sport that around probably on Friday, walking marketing. But we have tank tops, long sleeves. I'm trying to think of crop top hoodies. I know it's getting a little warm out, but you can save it. Tank tops with the dry fit ones that if you would like to wear it on race day.
Okay.
Do that. I'm trying to think what else. This pullover will be in there. So a couple pullovers, wine glasses, pretty much all that you can think of. The high socks, we have those.
Okay, that sounds fun. That sounds super fun. High socks, are they purple and green?
They are white, but with purple and green accent with our logo on it.
Okay, perfect.
If you want to rep the race, you're going to be in a perfect location to get all your last minute swag.
So this is something that I don't know if everybody knows, but your bags for the Publix Savannah Women's Half and 5K are, I hate to use the word historic because that might be a little over exaggerating the thing, but people love the bags so much so that, it has to be maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I showed up and they were giving out these pretty little bracelets. Instead of the bag, someone made the decision to give out bracelets to all our athletes as the gift. And people lost their mind. There were women like, I only come for the bag. I come every year for the bag. How dare you not have the bag. So I'm so happy you have the bag. And
the bag's not going anywhere. I've heard of that year. I have heard. So the bag will be around for a while unless we come up with something else magnificent. But I do love that we do a shirt instead of a bag instead of a participant shirt. It makes the race a little more boutique and unique, especially for a women's race. I think it's cool.
And they love it too.
Yeah.
And then there's still the opportunity to
buy a shirt
if you wear it. Sometimes people just never wear the race shirt, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just goes in your closet. But
but your stuff is good. So you get to tag
you can wear ours.
That's right. And then the rest of the expo, you always use the word boutique, which I think is really relevant to this particular expo. There's always candles and fancy Savannah type things being sold there.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of everyone that's going to be there. There's a mix of, we have Girl Scouts that will be there to represent the home of Girl Scouts. We have a couple different fitness groups that will be there. Orange Theory Fitness will be, who else? Rock and Roll Marathon. So if anyone doesn't know, Rock and Roll Savannah is in November every year here. So they'll be here marketing that. And a couple more, but again, like Nourish, Satchel. Satchel gives out our age group awards. We do bracelets, which also is very unique. But they will be there. Nourish, you can get a complimentary bath fizzy at that booth. So that one will be a hot spot, as well as our Sports Council booth and some others that will be fun for you to check out. So.
And then we have some activities going on. So it's the expo, you pick up your stuff, you shop and sample things, but is there yoga on Friday?
There is. So there's 2 yoga sessions right on the lawn outside of the venue. One at noon and one at 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want some last minute, stretching, relaxation, I highly recommend you come. It's just a 45-minute session, each of them. But that will be right outside. You'll want to bring your own mat.
Okay.
But other than that, just show up free again to anybody who would like to come.
And then we also have something else happening that day.
We do.
Tell us about
that. That is at 5:00. Book signing by our magnificent Fitz.
That's right.
So everyone needs to show up.
That's right. I'll be doing a talk if people are coming. It's my noisy cancer comeback, running at the mouth for while running for my life. And I love it because we make cancer funny, and cancer's not all fun and games, as one can imagine, but the collision of race announcing and running and cancer for me a couple years back turned out to be kind of funny and exciting and dramatic. So we're going to talk about that. And certainly if anyone has been through it or has a friend going through it, we share some tidbits that might be of use.
Awesome. Yes. I'm going to close the expo. So everybody just has to go there.
That's right. You have no choice.
Everything else. Yep.
5 o'clock. You're all required to come see me at the expo on Friday. Okay. So bib pickup. Can people pick up a bib for a friend?
They can. We do say two others. You must have their photo ID, like a copy of it. It doesn't have to be their physical ID. But we do ask that they have some sort of identification that they can show. Okay. And then all participants did get what's called a check-in pass in their email. This is new this year, and we are using it for a form of reference, so we give you the correct bib. Okay. But everyone will get a check-in pass, and it's got your name, your corral listed, your bib number, all of that good information. That way we can verify that it's you picking up their bib. And then if you get anybody else's, we would just pretty much rely on that photo ID. But that's another resource we can use. So.
And then Katelyn, what time does the expo start and finish?
11 to 7 on Friday.
And is there bib pickup race morning, Saturday morning?
There is. So that's actually a big question that I've been getting lately. So if you are traveling in and you can't make it in to the expo, you do have the option 6:15 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. on race morning at the bib pickup tent, which you can't miss it. It's right in the middle of Forsyth Park. It'll be labeled, signage everywhere. But again, you have an hour prior to race start to pick up your race bib.
Okay. And that's very generous. Not every race offers race morning pickup.
No. I understand with people's lives and flights and everything. So we hope everybody comes to the expo, and I highly recommend that you, if you're available to get everything taken care of on Friday, so you don't have to worry about it on Saturday. But for the few that need to pick it up, it is available.
And then the gear, so the official shirts and tanks and things like that that you're selling, will that be available on Saturday?
It will. It will, actually. So it'll be right when you enter the post-race party. You'll have the option to get some final finisher swag. If you didn't get to go to the expo, you'll get to buy some stuff at the post-race party. Okay. And that will be its own tent as well. So
I find that after people have had the experience, so they line up and they have so much fun and they're out in the course and it's amazing. And then they think, oh, I wish I would have gotten a hoodie or wine glass or whatever. So it's nice when you have that stuff available.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a Disney gift shop. You just got to walk right into it right after. But
that's right. Like you get off the ride.
Yeah. But I agree. Whenever it's not, you're just so hyped up, and what a better way is to buy some extra, apparel for yourself for a job well done.
That's right. That's right. I seem to buy an appalling amount of stuff.
I do too. I love expos. Trust me. Personally, I could spend hours in an expo and not get bored of it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's one of the perks of my work is that I basically travel to expos around the country. And the snacks, you get so many good snacks.
Snacks, yep. Samples, everything like that. Yep. All about this stuff.
Okay. All right. So Friday, we're shutting down at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And if you snooze, you don't lose. But we're hoping everyone that night will get plenty of sleep. You can enjoy Savannah and have a nice meal out and maybe have a glass of wine, not too much before your race. But
good. If there's plenty of places to choose
your from. Wi-Fi is a little wonky.
Is it being weird? I'm at work, So I was hoping.
That's
Hopefully
right.
this stays. How about now?
You sound clear now. We'll pause if we have to. All right. So race mornings,
Okay.
Saturday. A lot of folks remember it's not a Sunday race. It's a Saturday race. So don't miss that mark, April 2nd. And so race time, we have both the half and the 5K starting together at
7:30. 7:30. Everyone, we are doing corrals this year, which is something new. So you'll have your corral assigned to you, and it'll be on the top right corner of your bib, and also in that check-in pass. But it's a way to kind of spread people out based on estimated finish time. And we have a lead corral this year made up of just women. So I'm very excited about that. So your start line will be comprised of just women in the front. So it'll be exciting to see.
And so elites, folks, if you're not familiar, elites are the speedsters, the people that are likely to win the race, perhaps. So where are they coming from? Who do you know who's lining up?
I haven't actually looked at where everyone's coming from. I do know we usually pull 80% out of town. So, a lot of people come from like the Nashville area, Atlanta, Florida, the Carolinas. But we get people from all over, to be honest. Savannah's such a beautiful destination to begin with. So it's the perfect girls getaway and what I call racecation.
Yeah.
So it's popping down here. So I'm excited to have you all. But yeah.
All right. So we've got the elites up front. How many corrals will we have?
So we'll have the lead one, which is technically like corral 1. And then 2, 3, and 4 will be everyone else. And again, we spread you out based upon your estimated finish time. And then what's also exciting that we're doing to go along with the Girls on the Run initiative, our Corral 5 is dedicated to just Girls on the Run. They will be running in our race, finishing their celebration run of their program. So it's super, super cool. Can't wait to see it. But there will be about 500 girls in that last corral, finishing probably their first 5K ever. So I can't wait to see the flood of pink around. So
yeah, that's really exciting. And I actually am a sport performance expert. I don't like to throw the credentials out all the time, but that's a perfect distance for these kids. And they can experience the same accomplishment and discipline and triumph with a 5K. There's no danger to their little bodies with the distance of a 5K. So I love it. And we're going to make a royal stink out of those girls.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see it. They're just, they're already so excited. They've been training for it. They've made little training plans. So it'll be great for them to have that same finish line feeling as everyone else, and for them to see other women, crossing the finish line. I think it's hand in hand, a great program, and we're so happy to support them.
So. Yeah, no, it's wonderful. And this is the way not only to have a really great Saturday, but this is how you set kids up for an entire lifetime of athletic adventure and healthy habits. So for some of these parents who think, hey, this is cute because they're in 3rd grade, or this is cute because we're going to have Saturday. No, this is a way to ensure your child becomes 30, 40, 70, 80 without disease and type 2 diabetes and all sorts of other things that come with inactivity. Okay. Oh, cute. This is a great wish. Sherry says, I hope I can come in ahead of the girls on the run so I can cheer them. Well, Sherry, you're going to have to run real quick because I tell you, these girls, I bet some of them are going to run at warp speed. Don't you think, Katelyn?
Probably. Yeah. Sherry was on the news for us today. She was a rock star on the news. So if you turn on, I think it's online now, but I knew it was on the 5 o'clock news. But
that's fantastic.
She's one of our favorites of this race. So thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. So race time is for everybody at 7:30. If you're running the 5K, 7:30. 7:30. And this is the point you need to know is do not show up. Don't try to park your car at 7:15 or 7:20. That's not how race day works. If you want to just go for a run, you can go for a run any day. Being a part of this race is being a part of the larger experience. And so we want you to park your car at 6:30 and come on out. And if that sounds excessive, you're wrong. You're wrong. We will have the porta potties lined up. We'll have a place to get water in the morning. And then we will have the running community, the whole thing you signed up to be a part of. And I hear the chick on the microphone is kind of fun, and she fosters a happy environment. So come be a part of our experience. The start line is the only time in the entire weekend where every single person is together. So we will trickle through the finish line throughout the day, but that start line is special. So do not miss out. Park your car early. If you're staying in a hotel nearby, get out there. It's in Forsyth Park is an easy walk from basically anywhere in Savannah, right?
Yep. It's pretty centralized, but yeah, Fitz, you nailed it. I would definitely plan for early times or early enough so you can park and get to Forsyth, not in a rush. Savannah's not known for their great parking options. If you need a couple parking garages that you could, park in and walk down, they're on our website as well. Or if you find off-street parking, but the roads do start closing pretty early that day. We are leaving Gaston open for anyone listening until the race starts. So if that's something that works for you, Gaston Street will be open up until race start. But
okay. Yeah. Now we have a very important question, Katelyn, and it's coming from an unsuspecting character. You might have heard of him. His name is Rudy Novotny.
Oh my goodness.
The other half, noisy, the one with the big voice, and he wants to know what time the men's race starts.
Oh man, 7:30. Men are welcome to run.
That's right, 7:30. Smart out.
You just can't win. You just can't. You're just not eligible to win. So Rudy, slow down.
That's right. Yeah. Why are you going so fast? He needs to come on out. Trust me, Katelyn. He would love to come announce this with me someday. He really has.
I would love to meet Rudy someday. The first time I heard Rudy was Disney, a long time ago. But you guys do make such a great team. I would love to meet him someday. So come run, Rudy. You still have time to register.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, he'll be announcing somewhere in the West
Coast. We're keeping registration open.
You know what? Now
on the West Coast, can you hear me? My Wi-Fi is going out.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and I tell you what, even announcing with him for so many years, sometimes when he yells "go," I'll look over and be like, "Damn, that was good." I mean, he's just got such a great big voice and so much charisma. Everybody likes him. Okay, so hold on. We've got Lori Kopeski here. Super excited. It's her first time visiting Savannah, and we're so happy you chose to do it with us, Lori.
Yay!
Yeah,
that's
we do
awesome.
have a lot of. We have a ton of out of towners, so it's really it's fun to see. And on my announcer screen now, everyone thinks I know everybody's name when they come through the finish line. I'm like, there's Susie Q from Boston, Massachusetts, but I do get names. But it's interesting seeing the states pop up. It's Connecticut and North Dakota. North Dakota's always there. We always have a great turnout. Hawaii, Alaska, all the way for Savannah, all for your race, Katelyn.
That's really cool to see, to be honest. It makes things feel so worthwhile. And again, I love what I do. I love it. But when we're going through surveys and everything and registration lists and seeing where people are traveling to come to this race, it's so cool. And we're going to give you a great experience. Trust me, Lori, you're going to love Savannah. The race itself goes through pretty much all of Savannah. 5K, it goes through all of the historic district, and then half marathon. You kind of go through historic district out to Ardsley Park, around Daffin, into the Grayson Stadium, around back through, and we've got some surprises for everyone along the way. Just really cool stuff on the route. So the tree line down Washington is beautiful. So you're in for a wonderful race. depending on the weather. I'm still praying on the weather. So
it's going to be great. Hey, you know what? It's a Southeast. How bad can it be, right?
Yeah, the weather changes every minute. So I think we're good.
And the city is so charming. It really is so beautiful. And we start on one side of Forsyth Park, and then the finish line comes around this stunning fountain. It's just such a beautiful view. I always feel so blessed to be standing at that finish line. And the finisher photos are extraordinary because people they come around this fountain, and it's just beautiful. So if you're watching it,
it's joy, priceless. It's priceless. It's such an iconic finish too. Every time I go to the fountain, it's just there's just this feeling of awesomeness. But just to run around it and then finish, like there's no better feeling than that. So
yeah. It is magic. So I just had a comment come up, and Ashley will bring that back. But you said there's surprises on the course, and I didn't want to say what they were, but you've added some special things this year.
We have, which if you're listening, you get a sneak peek. So again, the past 2 years have been filled with what can we control and what can we not control, right? That's kind of what everyone was dealing with across the board. Can you hear me? My Wi-Fi's, I guess, being jumbled. But a big initiative that I've done or tried to get is work with the Girl Scout troops here. Because Savannah is the home of Julia Gordon Low, and her birthplace is here. And how cool would it be to get Girl Scouts involved full circle? So we do have a Girl Scout cookie cheer station on the route right in front of the Juliette Gordon Low house. And they will be passing out Girl Scout cookies in their new uniforms. I've been told they are new and improved. So there's 2 troops, but one will be in front of the Juliette Gordon Low house, and another one will be on just the half marathon route. So look for them. They have yummy treats for you if your stomach can hold that during a race. But the Thin Mints, the lemon ones are supposed to represent the original Savannah Smiles cookie, which is the lemon. And then so they call them Caramel Delights up from Wisconsin, where I'm originally from. And I don't know what they're called here, but they're the coconut chocolate ones. I call them Caramel Delights.
Is that Samoa Smiles? No.
Yes, Samoas, I think. Yes.
Katelyn, were you a girl?
The coconut ones.
Were you?
I was. Fun stuff. I was a Girl Scout all the way up to my gold award, actually. So, yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of times that I wanted to just leave it, but I'm very proud of going through the whole thing. I got my brown, silver, and gold award. So I just talked to some of the girls yesterday when they went to go pick up the cookies. It's fun to share stories now. I guess that means I'm getting older, but
yes, you're a grown up.
Yeah, I'm talking to them about what I did and if I can help. And fun thing is, even better, these girls that help with our race are actually going to get a badge to put on their vest that have the race on it and the Girl Scout trefoil. So we're making a custom badge, and they'll probably get that after the event. But that's the hope for the continuation. That good old Forrest Gump will be on the route and on his bench. So look for him on Chippewa Square. So he'll be shortly after the Juliette Gordon Low house, actually. And then another fun thing, if you're doing the half marathon, once you split and you go down the long Whitaker Street, we will have the Savannah Junior Derby Taunts skating up and down the street to kind of highlight the Starland Yard area and give it that gritty kind of feeling. So look for them. Don't run into them, but they'll be on the side skating. It's kind of like the roller derby. So they will be going up and down as you run past and into the Starland Yard district. They'll be blasting music, and it'll be a good time. I cannot wait for them to, be there. And then when you come around, well, I'm trying to think of the route here. Go around, we'll hit Orange Theory Fitness, actually, into their orange zone. So that'll be fun. You'll have some coaches shouting at you.
Nice.
Actually, as you go into Daffin and come out of Daffin. But that's a new thing. So again, we are really trying to push the runners experience. And luckily we have great community support. I think everyone's itching to get back. And being a runner myself, I'm like, where do I start dying and where I need some extra motivation? But as well as when you go into Grayson Stadium, you'll get a marching band and you come back out and you get a local Jacob Evans. He'll be singing for you, and then you come back the other way. And Benedictine will be out there celebrating their state championships. So they'll give you the goo. So if anyone's wondering what kind of energy fuel that you will get, it's goo, GU.
And what mile marker?
So that you can go. That is around, well, I'm going to biff this, 8 or so ish. Okay. So
good. That's good. Usually
there's a lot happening at Grayson Stadium. What's
that sounds
that?
I was going to say goo at mile 8 is really good because I normally start getting hangry immediately after mile 8 of any race. I turn into a raging jerk after mile 8. So some nutrition. And then tell us about hydration stations. Where are they? How often?
We've actually added 3 of them since 2019. So based on surveys of our runners back then, they wanted more hydration.
Okay, so they wanted more. So
we put it on there. So there's 10.
Katelyn, can you pause for a sec? I'm going to give you an assignment, Katelyn.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to jump off of your computer and sign in from your cell phone.
Go back on.
Yeah, and then I'll check with the people.
I can do that.
Go ahead. I'm kicking you out.
All right.
Yeah, so sometimes technology is not our best friend. So as you can see, there's other ways to deal with it, and Katelyn can certainly handle that. I'm really excited about all the changes this year. And, sometimes races, naturally, they're doing something well and things are working, so they don't make changes. But Katelyn has certainly breathed some new life into this series. And I know she's been really excited about working on the new things coming for the past couple of years. I think the Girl Scout cookie station is really, really good. And here's the deal. If you're running and you don't want your cookie, just grab it for your favorite race announcer. And for the day, that's going to have to be me. So cookies in your little fanny pack, and then you drop them off at the finish line if you don't eat them. Here she is. Look at that.
Sorry, I blame my work Wi-Fi.
That's okay. You look perfect now. Okay, so you were telling us there's 3 extra hydration stations. Where should people expect them? Is it like every mile or every other mile?
So there's one pretty much every mile, actually. There's
Perfect.
10, and the only ones are at the end of the half marathon. So I'm trying to think of where the last one is. You have about a mile or so until you hit the finish line, maybe a little more. But they're pretty evenly spaced, so that way about every mile that you can get some hydration. And we have every other will be Powerade or water.
Okay.
And then in between, just water.
Okay. And will it be water first, then Powerade? Is there a formula?
I think we're doing Powerade, then water.
Okay. All right. We'll share that on race day too.
But the Powerade will be in Powerade cups, so you can distinguish the two.
That's right. And the volunteers will probably be saying Powerade, Powerade.
Yeah.
And everyone has to be nice to the volunteers and always say thank you and try not to hit them with your cups when you toss your cup.
Yes. Please be very nice. I will say across the board, finding volunteers has been a bit of a challenge. Even though we're back swinging, anybody in the event industry,
Right.
I think can relate. It's been a struggle trying to find, the staffing issues and everything going on. So I'm so thankful for the groups that we have and how hard they have worked to come out and support this, because it's not an easy ask to ask a group to on their spring break,
Yeah.
and to wake up at the crack of dawn to go hand out water.
No,
So
if we
not
have
really the marketing.
if we have some athletes coming and they're bringing, their husband or their kid or whatever, is there still a place that people can sign up and volunteer?
Yeah. So with the groups, I've told them if they belong with a certain group that is at that station, I've told them it's more the merrier if they want to come out and cheer or whatnot. But if you want to specifically volunteer, I can definitely put you to work. Just email me, or my email. I guess I can give on here. It's
All right. What is it?
It's Presti, KPRESTI at visitsavannah.com.
All right. Now your email is out for all the world to see.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but from this video, our chat, hopefully I don't have any now. Hopefully I don't have any on race day questions.
That's right. Everybody's getting all the information they need to know. So we're diminishing all the unnecessary emails. And then hopefully if you're bringing guests with you and they want to be a part of the race experience, have them volunteer. Maybe they could be at the finish line and put medals over people's, heads or serve water, etc. There's always a work. And then Sherry says Savannah Striders will be there strong. Thank you, Sherry.
Yes, they will. Mile 1. Look for the Savannah Striders. They will be loud and proud.
I love it. I love it. And then what about porta potties? Well, where will the porta potties be on the course?
Porta potties will be at every water station. There will be 2 of them, and then 1 at every med station. So.
Okay. And then how frequently will we see medical stations on the course?
There's 5 of them.
Wow.
Around the courses. I can't tell you the exact locations of them off the top of my head, but there are 5. And then the finish medical, which is right beyond the finish line. You can't miss it, but it'll be on the left. If you need access to that. So.
Yeah, folks, you should probably have nothing other than maybe a blister or chafing, and our medical stations, they can always help you with that. If you need any help at all, hit up the medical station. You can ask the water stations for help. They'll probably be able to guide you. And if something happens in the middle of the course, you trip and fall, et cetera, you can ask a fellow runner, because runners are officially the nicest human beings on planet Earth, and they will do whatever it takes to get you the help you need. Okay, so we have some questions for you. Ashley asked, is it possible for her to downgrade from the half to the 5K?
Yes, it is. The deadline has passed, but if you email me, I can make that happen.
That's very generous of you. That's the benefit of watching the show.
That is the benefit of watching the show. So, Ashley, if you want to email me, I can get you squared away. But again, for anyone else, the deadline has passed in order for us to pre-assign bids and everything. But I will get you squared away. Thank you for watching.
Of course. And then our finisher, our race photography, who's that?
We have a few going on. So, race photography, we have a local team here that's doing the runner photos. So the ones that you'll get raw files of just everywhere around the course. Sometimes they're not the prettiest, but we have a local team that'll do that.
What is their name? They're so nice.
Dan, do you know Dan Pavlin?
Yeah. What is their business name?
Endurance Race Services.
Okay.
It's his. He puts on a few other races around Savannah. But he's getting his guys together and kind of stationing around for us. And I think he's done it before in past years when I wasn't here. He did a great job, and we love Dan.
And our photography is free, correct?
It is free. Yep.
All right. So this is what everyone needs to pay attention to. Photos are free. And so your job is to ham it up on the course. Your job is to make sure every time you see someone, usually they're in a yellow vest with the camera, hands up, smiley faces, even if you're dogging it, even if you feel like, you know, everything's gone wrong, bend the elbows, lift the knees, smile real big, because it's like having your own Sports Illustrated photographer out there, and then you get to take them home and use them as your profile picture.
Yeah, over exaggerate everything for just 1 second, and then you can go back to what it really looks like.
Yeah, and actually, I've been caught that way where I'm like, yay! And then the next photo you see is me.
It's just like, yep, so many times.
Hideous.
Okay. We'll want to do that at the finish. Like, that picture is priceless with the fountain in the back and, you know, your hands up.
Yeah, we want 100% celebrations at this finish line. You are not welcome to come through the finish line looking at your watch with a crabby face.
Don't
you
do
must
that.
Look up,
nope.
Smile.
Yep. Always shut the music off. That's right. One thing just shut it off and take it in the moment, but exaggerate that fist pump because you just did it. I'm getting chills now.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. It's amazing how many people come through a finish line with earbuds. And I think, for the love of God, they have hired a person to say nice things to you. So take your earbuds off. If you get 0 compliments for the rest of the year, today, I am going to make you feel special. Take your earbuds out. So great point. And now we have a very important question coming to you, Katelyn. Are you ready?
Yes. I knew it was going to be.
So everybody, Doug Thurston is a race director of the Big Sur International Marathon and the Monterey Half Marathon, both spectacular events in California. I announced those as well. And he wants to know, can you send Girl Scout cookies to the other race directors and say, Carmel, asking for a friend?
Oh, asking for a friend. Maybe. Can we create a challenge and be like, what was it, women's half to Big Sur instead of Boston to Big Sur?
Yeah, that would be great.
I'll put in a good word with our Girl Scout troops. Tell them to save a box for Doug.
And I could transport them to Carmel. I go in just a couple weeks, and then he will have to owe me a few cookies as I deliver it.
There you go. Oh, yep. Okay.
He likes it. Look how handsome Doug Thurston is. Who's like,
I love Doug.
Just chilling out right there.
For everyone on here, Doug is who I aspire as a race director to be. He is one of a kind. He has helped me in so many ways, especially through the past 2 years. He's just became such a good friend of mine. We just did Disney together.
That's right.
At Running USA. It was a great time. I bet he loved the 2.5-hour wait lines with me. I
know he loves waiting in lines for rides. Now, this is one of the things, and you're wise to aspire to be like Doug Thurston, because I've seen him in crisis, and he knows what to do. He's the man. Like, if you ever doubt, oh, is this the right guy? He's the right guy for the job, because he can just make the right decision when it counts. He's been in this industry forever, and he's one of my favorite people to pick on. And he also makes very special whale noises. So one day, just ask him all about that. I know he loves to like Finding Nemo. You know how they make the whale noises?
I do. Next time I see you, Doug, I'm going to make you yell like a whale.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Everybody will be happier if Doug is constantly making whale noises. So, all right, we're going to cross the finish line. We're going to make happy noise. They're going to put their hands up high or do number 1. You can also cartwheel. You can twirl. You can dance. We have a lot of sexy strutting through this finish line. It's one of my favorite things. Well, we have the girls from Girl Track out. Have you heard from them?
Well, who are they?
Girl Track. So they came out for the bridge run, and they were super sassy. I love
the big
with the afros.
Yes. No, I have not, but maybe they'll make an appearance. Hopefully.
I hope so.
Yeah, I will look for them at the finish line. I forgot that was a great group.
Super fun. They won. I think they won the costume contest, right?
I think they did. Mm-hmm. At least a place. Yeah.
At least. Okay, so with the race, if anyone has any race questions, expo questions, registration questions, hey, is registration still open, Katelyn?
Registration is still open, so we're leaving it open. I will say if you're on the fence, I would just go for it and do it now. The price is about to go up, so when you if you go to the expo, it will be an increased price than what it is now. So I would highly recommend that you just commit and just do it. You will not regret it. It's going to be so much fun. No matter if you're fast, slow, how old you are, I don't care. It's going to be a great experience for everyone. So
yeah, and if you're bringing someone with you from out of town, old, young, decrepit, fit, it doesn't matter. Register them for the 5K. Just do it, and then tell them you can go for a walk through Savannah, and you get a beautiful bag and a beautiful medal, and just be part of the experience. So, what do we call that? Surprise them. It's just congratulations. I have registered you. And that's a nice way to get everybody involved. Now, Katelyn, we have the question. I missed it, and I feel bad about doing that. But do we have gear check before races?
Yes, there is gear check on race morning. VIP have their private one. So if you go to the gear check or VIP tent, you will go and you signed up and registered, which there's still spots available. So if you'd like VIP, access to private restrooms, private gear check, complimentary bar, all of the above, go ahead and sign up now. You can add it to your registration now. But there will be gear check in the morning, regular and VIP. And that will be, starting at 6:15 as well.
Okay. And Dana also asked, Dana, we covered this earlier, but yeah,
Dana.
You can pick up your race bib on race morning, and that closes at 7:15. Is that correct?
Correct. On race morning, you can get your packet 6:15 to 7:15, and then with the race starting at 7:30.
Yeah, and if you're picking up your race bib, get there even earlier. So I would say the main bulk of people, if you have your race bib and it's pinned to your shirt and you're ready to go, show up at 6:30. If you need to get your race bib, there is always a line. There's a legit line. You're not the only person trying to get their bib. So show up at 6. Make sure you're there by 6:15 so you can get your bib, get it on, use the porta potties, and then come have fun with us at the start.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. If you haven't been to Savannah or just, haven't probably ran a race in a while, I don't know. But biggest recommendation is to allow some extra time, and highly recommend you get everything on Friday if you can. That way you can come in, especially if you're running a half marathon, you got to mentally prepare, even a 5K. A lot of people use this race as their first 5K. I know of somebody who is running their first, and I'm so excited for him. But yeah, I would just allow for you to take care of everything on Friday and mentally be set on race morning to do the best you can. So
we got a great question, and the answer is Uber. Lori wants to know, is it better to Uber or try to park? Uber, because parking, I don't care what race you're running, parking's a pain in the can, right?
Yeah, probably Uber if you haven't been to Savannah. Yeah, parking's a bit of an issue, but just be careful of the road closures and just be prepared to walk, which is fun because Savannah's a great walking city. So you can get from Forsyth, you can get everywhere. So a lot of people just find a spot and plan to park. But if Uber is an option for you, I would recommend that too. So.
Uber, or as Lori references it, Uber. So I will never ignore a quality typo, Lori. Sorry, but Uber from now on, that's the name of this brand, whether they like it or not. The one thing we haven't really discussed is the Finish Line Festival and our celebration. What you got going on?
Yeah, so our performance is from a Nashville band. Actually, Aaron McLendon and the Hellcats, all-female band, will be playing and performing. It's from 8 to noon. So if you have anybody that's coming to watch you, just know that from 8 to noon they can hang out there and help themselves to, refreshments and everything else going on. Fit Vine Wine will be there offering up samples of their variety of different wines.
What's it called? Fit Fine Wine?
Yeah, it's that the wine bottle with a runner on it.
Cute. Okay.
So we have partnered with them, so they'll be there. Truly and Miller Lite are our alcohol sponsors. So if you're of age, you can have that, and some mimosas, beer, all of the above. We also have coffee coming. For VIP, if you would like to get in on that or have already registered, you have Chick-fil-A coming at you, along with some other goodies, and then a complimentary bar as well. And
Okay.
then Chick-fil-A will also be there for purchase with their cart in the post-race party. Girls on the Run's little headquarters will be there. Who else? T-Mobile will have their booth.
Will you have the massage tent?
We do. How can I forget that? So Cora Physical Therapy is our official, I guess, post-race relaxation sponsor, I should say. So they will be in the VIP and their own tent, giving out post-race stretches and massage therapy, all that good stuff. So everyone knows that's you can't really beat that. You can have a mimosa in one hand and then sit and get stretched out, and they're like compression sleeve things, and then I don't know what you do with this. Maybe you have your, I don't know, your metal, something like that.
So 2 things. I'm always jealous that I can't be at the finish line party. Now, mind you, I'd rather, given any day, be at the finish line with the runners finishing. That's my great pleasure to be with them. But I wish people would just hang out a little longer so the announcer could come and have some fun with them too. Because it looks like a really fun party every year, and it's just such a beautiful environment, and all the good stuff going on. So if you are coming to run, plan to stay. Don't plan to just go back to your hotel and drive home right away. Plan to stick it out and enjoy the morning. It's a lot of fun. And Darlene Kaminsky wants to know, how do you add VIP to your registration?
So through your participant account, if you know your login information and everything, all you have to do is log into your account, add it to your existing registration. If you don't know how to do that, totally understandable. You can either email me or another email that I'll give you, which we work with a wonderful, wonderful registration company. They're called Haku, and they will help you, give you instructions on how to do so, or they'll just do it for you. But their email is support@hakusports.com.
Okay. All right.
So that's like the team away from here that they're amazing to work with. So they're very responsive. But if you have any trouble, Darlene, you can email me and we can get that added to you. Again, we have spots available, and it's a great deal. If you're coming already, it's like the best thing to do for the experience, in my opinion. You get some free Gooder sunglasses.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah. So
yeah. So these things, these VIP experiences, what I found is runners investing in them all over the country. They're always happy. You know, if you guys work and your bills are paid and you have a little extra, this is a nice way to do something nice for yourself. It just enhances the experience, takes any burden of effort off of you. You'll make your effort running, and then you just get to chill out in the VIP area where everything really made easy and luxurious. It's like sitting in first class on a plane. You'd rather be there anytime, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we've got a couple questions come in. Emily, it's okay that you were late, but and we covered this stuff at the beginning and middle of the show, but there's water stops every mile for the half. There's 5 medical tents, and you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. And this show will be available to be watched moving forward whenever you want. So you can feel free when we're done to go straight back to the beginning and rewatch it all. And then Lori says registration company is wonderful. They helped add the VIP. And Darlene saying thank you. All right. What else? Is there anything we haven't covered yet?
I think just yoga in the square to end the weekend. So that's on Sunday. If you would like to do some rest and relaxation, on Sunday we have yoga on the square in Ellis Square. Again, you can find like the address and everything on our website. We're blasting it through emails. You're probably getting more than enough emails from us, but we're over communicating everything. It's better to know everything than searching for stuff. We don't want people left in unknown. But bring your own mat, and it's from 9 to 10 a.m. in Ellis Square on Sunday. So
it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a perfect ending to a wonderful race weekend. So.
Yeah. And a reminder to folks, because I have done it quite a few times with my daughter, who's the silliest person alive. You don't have to be good at yoga to go do this. It's really just about being outside, getting some level of stretching in. Yeah, you don't have to be a yogi to come on out. Just come out. And then there's great places to have breakfast around the area, around Ellis Square, right?
Yep, exactly. There's plenty of places to eat, drink. There's so many. There's one that pops up, it seems like, every week. But Savannah's filled with wonderful, wonderful, unique local shops and restaurants. So.
Oh, and then you're getting some praise, some well-deserved praise. That's Kirsten. Everyone should know that Katelyn's doing an amazing job. Virtual high five from the other side of the country. And he means it.
Thanks, Doug.
We love Doug. All right, Missy. Well, you are not going to be sleeping much between now and Sunday. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Emily wants to know, are the Gooders sunglasses given before the race for VIP or after?
Yes. So if you come to the Expo, you will get them. You'll get everything that you need to enter the VIP tent, and your gift, the Gooders, and you'll get the wristband to let you enter into the VIP. If you come on race morning, you will get that as you get the wristband too. So just know, you're going to have everything if you check in on race morning. If you don't want that stuff, come on Friday.
Excellent. All right. So wrapping things up, guys. Friday Expo, 10 to 7?
11 to 7.
11 to 7. You can bring, if you need to pick up somebody else's bib, you can do it with a photocopy of their ID or a photo of 2 different people. Come for shopping and fun. If you absolutely need to, you can grab your race bib on race morning. And we do have gear check, and show up early. You're showing up in Savannah for the experience, so don't miss out on it by trying to park at 7:15 and be one of those weirdos starting 5 minutes behind everybody else, because that's a weird thing to do. Don't you agree? All right, Katelyn, anything else you'd like to add before we say goodnight?
Oh, I think we covered everything on race weekend. If anyone have any questions, feel free to email me. But I'm so excited. We're back, and I cannot wait to see you start and finish. So good luck to everyone coming. I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks, Katelyn. I know you've been working so hard. Thank you, Amy. Amy with Run, Eat, Drink podcast. But it has been a long time, and if you're running, know that you have been missed desperately, and we are all very excited to see you. And we pour on as much love and fun as we can give. And I will be at the finish line. I do love giving out finish line hugs. So if you need one before you cross, we can arrange that. And last question, this will be the last. Is there an official sweeper? What's the cutoff?
So the 5K is in an hour. Half marathon is 4 hours. I will say we're pretty flexible with that. So I don't think they've ever pulled anyone off the course.
No.
But it is a 4-hour time limit. But
yeah, and you guys are going to be just fine. If you put a moderate amount of effort into it, you're going to come in that finish line with no problem, and I'll take good care of you when you're there. All right, Katelyn, I'm cutting you off. You got to get work done. Everybody, reminder, rewatch this. If you didn't watch from the start, go to the website. If you have questions, instead of just emailing her and saying, hey, what time does it start? Look, use those resources so she can spend her time doing the very important things she needs to do to make race day special for everybody. We love you all. Safe travels into Savannah, and we'll see you soon, right?
Yeah, we'll see you guys this weekend.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See you on Friday.
Good night.